The latest episode of Dragon Ball Daima gives us more GT vibes than before. Goku becoming a kid thanks to Dragon Balls, check. Goku going into an otherworldly adventure, check. And now this episode confirms even more things. Before diving into this episode, make sure to join our Discord server, Hype's World. It's the perfect place to discuss episodes, share fan theories, and connect with other Dragon Ball fans in real time. Use the link in the description to stay part of the action every step of the way. In Dragon Ball Daima Episode 5, titled Panzy, the adventure takes a new turn when Goku and his friends encounter Panzy, masked Majin girl with a fierce determination to guide the team despite an icy reception from her companion, Glorio. Panzy questions Goku about his incredible strength despite being a kid. He replies by saying that it's the fruit of training regularly. Panzy doesn't understand what he means, probably because the Majins, being a race that can use magical powers, have never undergone special workout sessions to hone their skills like the Saiyans. That would explain why training is an alien word for Panzy. As she thanks Goku for rescuing her in the town, she notices Goku's ears aren't pointy but round. She asks Goku about his race, to which our innocent Goku answers by saying he's a Saiyan. Panzy has never heard of such a race with round ears, so when she asks Goku which demon world he's from, Glorio answers that Goku is from the second demon world, avoiding filling in Panzy with information that Goku and Shin are from the outside realm. Glorio is taking this mission very seriously as expected. He's so tight-lipped about his mission and the things he's allowed to reveal that not just us the audience but even Shin and Goku are unaware of what he's actually plotting. Goku and Shin appreciate Panzy for standing up for the residents of the town against Goma's men, but Glorio suggests they should start walking or they'll be late. Panzy asks them where they're off to which Goku again answers her innocently, saying that they're headed towards King Kadan's castle. The group avoids further discussion with Panzy and starts moving forward. Panzy stops them and insists on joining them on their journey to the castle. Glorio is obviously against her tagging along with them. Back in town, Goma's men are still knocked down after facing Goku. They can't believe their mighty men were defeated so easily by a child. They think Goku is probably one of the residents living in the town, but they were unable to confirm the collar on his neck, so they don't know where he came from or where he went. They declare Goku a fugitive and start the search for his capture. The scene then shifts to Goku and the others on their way to the castle. Panzy still follows the group despite Glorio's cold attitude. Goku again feels hungry, so Panzy offers him something to eat. Panzy and Goku exchange their names. While introducing himself, Goku also mentions that his other name is KAKAROT. The last time we saw Goku addressing himself as Kakarot was when he told Broly his name in DBS Broly, which happens later in the timeline after Daima. But I gotta say, it was kinda surprising to see Goku acknowledging his Saiyan heritage in front of someone who he has met just now. Moving on, Panzy asks Goku about his magical ability since all Majins are born with one, and Goku touches his nose with his tongue, saying that it's his magical ability. Oh boy. Just how naive Goku is. Just remember that the Wish did not turn their minds into kids, they're just adults but miniaturized. That means that this is the adult Goku who wants to do childish things, but restrains himself from doing so just to fit into the society. In case you don't remember, he was imitating a rabbit-like creature and hopping around in episode 3. That's a really wonderful detail. Panzy demonstrates her magical ability to Goku and Shin. She uses psychic power to lift up a piece of rock, but it seems she's not used to controlling her powers yet. She tells them that her actual specialty is tinkering with machines. Panzy asks Shin for his name. She immediately recognizes Shin as one of the Glins from the second demon world. She even draws a resemblance between Shin and Degasu on how familiar they look even though Shin is just a kid. She confirms that long ago the Glins moved to the outside world, except a few. She finds it unusual for a recently born Glin kid like Shin to be wandering in the third demon world. Shin tells her that he's on vacation there. Panzy asks too many questions, so Glorio shuts her off with an intimidating look. Annoyed by Glorio's interruption, she asks him his name, but Glorio chooses to ignore her. However, Goku, pure-hearted as ever, tells his name to her. The gang appears at a diversion. Glorio heads towards the left road, but Panzy insists they trust her and tag along with her on the right road. Glorio also joins them after showing a little frustration. Shin and Panzy talk about the things they saw earlier in town. Panzy says that Deborah wasn't a merciful ruler, but compared to Goma, he was reasonable as he sucked out people's lives for not paying coins. She also mentions that the average lifespan is only 1,000 years and that she's currently 82. Goku is shocked to know that she's older than him. The group comes across various unusual locations as they travel to the king's castle in the third demon world. This goes on to show how big and mysterious the demon realm is and what can be found there. We then cut to Goma's castle in the first demon world. A Majin lady is singing a lullaby for the little Dende. As Goma comes in to check on him, he mentions that he plans to use Dende to create a new set of Dragon Balls for himself. On the other hand, the gang finally arrives at the castle. Glorio mentions that the third demon king has an uncivilized mafia personality, but Panzy assures him that he's not a bad person. He only steals steals from criminals and kills bad people. The guards stop Glorio. The guards remember him when he mentions that he had visited King Kadon a day before. They ask about the kids hanging with Glorio, but then Panzy steps in and talks to the guards. She reveals to the trio that she's the princess of the third demon world, which means that she's King Kadon's daughter. Panzy gives them a tour as the gang arrives in the castle. Then we're introduced to King Kadon, who's playing a game that resembles golf in a way. King Kadon is surprised to see Glorio bring 2 mere kids to take down Goma. Shin assures the king not to go by Goku's looks. He has unimaginable strength. Panzy also reassures her father that she's seen him defeat Goma's men in a nearby town. Then we get a major twist in the story. Turns out that it was actually Glorio who came to King Kadon saying he could get someone strong enough to defeat Goma. But Glorio told us this in episode 2 that he was assigned this mission to get Goku by the third Demon King. Shin catches on to this and gives a weird look at Glorio. Shin asks King Kadon the reason he wants to take down Goma, to which Kadon replies by saying that Goma is a very evil person and someone like him does not deserve to become the Supreme Demon King. Once he's defeated, King Kadon shall become the Supreme Demon King and bring peace to the Demon Realm. Kadon ends his statement by saying that if things go as planned, he can have Goku marry Panzy as a reward. Panzy is totally against it. She gets so mad at her father for making such major decisions in her favor, but Goku then reveals that he's married and has kids as well. This shocks King Kadon and Panzy as they seem to think that Goku is actually a kid. Shin explains that they were turned into kids by Goma to limit their power and now have to return to normal. They need to collect the Dragon Balls to have their wish granted. King Kadon gets worried upon hearing that Goku intends to fight the Tamagamis to collect the Dragon Balls from them. Panzy mentions that Tamagamis are so strong that Goma has never even thought about collecting them. Glorio asks the king to arrange a plane so they can head out. But Kadon wants to test Goku's strength first, so he wants Goku to demonstrate his strength against his Mafia army. Kadon orders his army to drop their weapons and hold back against Goku, but Goku is pretty confident in himself as he challenges them to come at him with everything they've got. Goku easily manages to take down the Mafia soldiers. Kadon and Panzy are amazed to see such incredible strength. The soldiers grab Goku's arms to limit his mobility, but Goku sends them flying by transforming into a Super Saiyan. This marks the first Daima episode to feature Super Saiyan Goku in his mini form. In case you didn't know, the first time we saw Kid Goku transform into a Super Saiyan was in GT Episode 5. And today, here we are again in Daima Episode 5 as Mini Goku goes Super Saiyan. After the sparring session, King Kadon gets them a plane and supplies for their journey. Shin asks Kadon for his help as he mentions that Vegeta and others from Earth will arrive in a few days, but he forgot to inform them about the pin number. Hybis to go to Earth and help the others come to the Demon Realm. Panzy also leaves with Goku's group so that she can see them defeating Goma. Plus, she's good with machines, so they could use her help in the journey. Goku promises Kadon that he'll protect her no matter what. I really like the chemistry between Goku and Panzy that they've developed in such a short time. Shin runs off to Goku to tell him that Glorio is indeed hiding something, since he was the one who offered his help to King Kadon, and also that Kadon had no idea of them turning into kids, but Glorio said he knew about it from the king, but Goku as ever doesn't worry at all. Glorio mentions that it would take them 4 days to reach the location of the third Demon World's Tamagami, and then they take off. But just when we thought the adventure had finally begun, their plane malfunctions due to being overweight as they crash into the ground, and the episode ends. Now, it'll be interesting to see how they continue their journey. Will they get another plane, or will Panzy show her mechanic skills and fix the plane in time? Well, that's something we'll know next week, and trust me, you would not want to miss the next episode because the preview shows that Goku and Glorio are finally face to face. Did Goku and Shin discover what Glorio was hiding? Is this a part of Goku's training or an actual fight? I can't wait for the next episode. This episode showed us the story take several intriguing twists, from Panzy's mysterious background to the dropping hints of Glorio's hidden intentions. Super Saiyan Goku's debut in his mini-form definitely reminds us of the nostalgia of Dragon Ball GT, but the series is carving its own path as it moves forward, and I hope there are not many similarities with GT moving forward. Anyway, one thing's for sure, Dragon Ball Daima is keeping us on the edge of our seats, and the adventure is far from over. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth reviews, lore breakdowns, and analysis of every Dragon Ball Daima episode. And be sure to join our Discord server, Hypes World, to discuss the episode with fellow fans, share your thoughts, and theorize about the upcoming twists. We'll be back next week with more analysis, so make sure you don't miss out on the next thrilling chapter of Goku's mini adventure.